everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals, and here is my newest journal collection. These are a set of 2, 4, 6, 7 fairy journals, and I have made these types of fairy journals in the past quite a few times now. These are Shirley Barber book pages, and whenever I find her books in the op shop, I pick them up. And I found one that had 4 stories in the one book, so there were a lot of pages to work with, and I loved making all different types of fairy journals. So I went by colour theme, and this one I'm calling the Forest Fairy with greens and yellows, and here's the back of this one. But for me, it's really all about the front cover. Then this one has a lot more of the pinks and purples and a bit of blue tones. I'm calling her the Jewel Fairy or the Pink Fairy. So you could go the Yellow Forest Fairy, the Pink Jewel Fairy. Here is the back of this one. This is so sweet. I was thinking of using this one as a front cover as well with the unicorns. But yeah, went with this one. Then this one I'm calling the Bird Fairy, and we've got lots of blues and greens. I love the sparkles and the cute birds here. So this is the Bird Fairy. We've got the doves on the back as well. Now this one is my favourite. I just love the colours, and this is Sky Fairy, the blue Sky Fairy, or it could be the Star Fairy. I think I actually like that better, the Star Fairy. Oh, and the back of this one. So I love their wands as well. It's like starlight at the end of their wands. Then we have this one. I'm calling this one the Garden Fairy because we've already got forest. So this is the Garden Fairy. And this is a mixture of pinks and yellows with hints of green. Oh, and I thought this one is blues and purples with hints of pink. Here on the other side you can see them gathered here. I love this blue dress. I'd love to wear a blue dress like that, and the waterfall in the background. It's all about the covers for me, really. Had so much fun making these covers. Then this one's Sky Fairy, so we'll go this one's Star Fairy, this is Sky Fairy, and again the blues and the purples as well. And here's the back of this one. And then finally we've got this little pink fairy too, and I was thinking of calling this one the Wand Fairy because we've got this giant wand here, and I love wands and sparkles. I mean, we could call it the Sparkle Fairy, but the Wand Fairy. We've got the beautiful doves there and these little cuties on the side here and dancing. So there we go with the covers. So these are available via email. My email will be down below in the description box. So if you're interested in any of these, just email me and let me know the name of the journal that you're wanting, and also let me know what country you're from so I can include a shipping price in your own currency. Let's stack these up and we'll do a bit of a flip through of these. So they were kind of my rainbow, look, rainbow, my crystal hanging in my window from my grandma. Rainbow fairy journal. So this one is the Forest Fairy. So I did try to put some browns and go with the leaf theme for the forest leaves and green. So the Rainbow Fairy journals as a collection, as a whole. So these ones have more of the greens and the yellows to go with the green and the yellow on the cover. Got some craft note paper. It's like a little fairy note could be written here. And I love this little key, a key to the door to the fairy garden or fairy world, fairyland. Got some sewn pocket pages, and again like the wood or bark there it looks like, and on this side as well. They all come with a foil, gold foil bag pocket, so you can put something inside that pocket. They all have some sort of vintage music paper, and I tried to choose some words that went with the fairy theme. So we've got like Gallet for unicorn and Sweetly Flowing for a river through fairyland. Some even say the word fairy on them. So they've all got some pattern papers as well that tie in with the theme or the colours. Got some vellum, some vintage ledger, as well. And then I tried to match the inside colour to the colour on the cover, so forest green. And flipping through the other side, you can just see the same sorts of things here. So look at that door, I love that. I put lots of doors. I've been hoarding these papers for my fairy journals. So it's like you're opening that door to the magical, beautiful, whimsical fairyland world. All right, so that is that one, the forest fairy. Now we've got the jewel fairy, and this is the most pink themed of all of them. So we've got lots of pink pages through here. So I hope there's like a colour for everyone, and a theme for everyone. I have fun with some of my friends thinking up, if we were fairies, what would we be? And we've got the moon fairy, the flower fairy, and I think I was the star fairy. Oh, and we have the sun fairy. We were going to do that too. One would be the moon fairy, one would be the sun fairy, and another would be the star fairy. But you could do something like the water fairy, the river fairy, or the lake fairy, or this is such sweet paper. So let me know in the comments which one is your favourite journal, and if you were a fairy, what name would you give yourself? The sparkle fairy, the wand fairy, the crown fairy, the tiara fairy, the willow, oh, I have to be the willow fairy, don't I? Or I could be the silk fairy. So Willowbound Journals is my journal making business, but I also have a writing sort of publishing side business, like it's just a hobby, but the name for that is Words Like Silk, which is also my email. You might recognize that, Words Like Silk. So if you're wondering what Words Like Silk is all about, that is for my writing publishing side. So Silk is my favorite character from one of my favorite book series. I love these flowers. I thought they kind of matched the petals on her hat. It's kind of got that same shape, and the blue as well. So I thought that was such a fitting page there. It's the little details like that that I love adding to journals. And this one has a lot more birds because it's the bird fairy. What was I saying? Yeah, Silk is my favorite character from a book series called The Balgariad. And yeah, he made me laugh, he made me cry, and he made me fall in love with writing. So I always say, fall in love with writing. That's sort of the catchphrase or subtitle for my Words Like Silk business, fall in love with writing. So going through the other side here, you've got that wood paper again, and this has some music notation type paper with the birds on the other side of the signature. And so you get a nice variety of things, more birds, hummingbirds and things like that. Just really pretty combination of papers, and they've all got the same layout, but you can see they've all got their own character. They've all got their own theme. So this is the star fairy one, and so I put like these kind of sparkles, confetti to represent the sky for this journal. And yeah, like I said, this is my favorite one. Again, the door opening up to fairyland, more of the blues and florals as well. So stars and flowers, two of my favorite combinations. And the doily as well there, some beautiful texture. Again, the beautiful sparkles and some flowers and some lace. All these fun things I love. Really girly, pretty journals. And there we go, through to the other side. I love this paper. I think that's perfect fairy paper too. And again here. All right, we're getting through them, and now we've got this one. This is the garden fairy. And I'm loving all the rainbows. They're helping me present in these journals. Yeah, it's been a while since I've made some fairy journals. It's just dependent on when I can find the Shirley Barber books. I've been looking on eBay too to see what's on there, but always best I find when you can find them at the op shop. Yeah, and I hit the jackpot with this one with the 4 stories in one. And actually I've been making some fairy journals, this series, over on my Patreon and for my members. So if you'd like to see the process of me making these journals, how I chose the pages for the covers, going through the book, choosing the papers and arranging them, how I arrange them, how I use the cover to choose which pages go in them, all that kind of thought process. I love this paper. I share that in the process videos for my members. So if you want to become a member, you can become a member for a $1 a month. It's just a way to support my channel if you like my channel as well. So to become a member, you just click the join button under this video. But patrons also get access to all of my members videos. So I post my members videos on my channel, and I also post my members videos on my Patreon. This is the Sky Fairy, but it's made very similar to Star Fairy since they're from the same book story. So this one actually has the same sorts of confetti sparkle pages and the same floral paper. Yeah, if you'd like to become a patron, the link is down below in the description box as well. That's where you get access to everything, not just the member videos, but depending on your tier level, you can get access to printables or mail sent to you in the post. This is, yeah, such a fun collection that I had for making. I'm still actually making it, so if you do become a member or patron, you can catch up on the videos that I've already put up and then continue following along with the rest of this series, making these journals, because I do have 3 more as well to go, but they will be made a little bit differently to these ones. So all together there are 10 in the collection. And so this one, what did I call it? Wand Fairy. But this one has a combination of, it's not on the cover, but of sky and water. So I kind of also made this one like the ocean or the lake fairy. So let's just go ahead and call it the Wand Fairy. But more blues in this one to go with the sky and the ocean. But I love this paper. I've been hoarding it. It's kind of a little bit metallic. So I've been hoarding that. I love wood paper, like that rustic wood. I have a few different types of that type of paper, but I am now trying to use it because I've kept it for months now and I haven't done anything with it. So this is some of that water paper, the beautiful ocean and some flowers. So this one's actually a mix of everything. We've got, you know, sky and sea and the forest and the flowers, a bit of everything. And going through to the other side again, like the leaves for the forest, the flowers, beautiful colours. I tied it all in because it's just got all of the colours. So it's got the pink, the blue and the green. So I love this paper. It's one of my absolute favourite papers. I used that paper in my beach journal as well. I'm just getting distracted by this. This is so pretty. I wake up in the morning and open my curtain and the rainbow, these appear all around my walls in my room. It's so fun. Look at that. Look at that. So cool. Anyway, that is the final fairy journal in this collection. Let's bring them all back. Wand Fairy, Sky Fairy, Garden Fairy, Star Fairy, Bird Fairy, Jewel Fairy, Forest Fairy. So if you're interested in one of my fairy journals, I've heard messages from people over the years saying, you know, when are you going to make more fairy journals? Can you make some more fairy journals? So I hope, being that there's 7, that one will resonate either with the theme or the colour. And yeah, if it does, feel free to email me, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the flip through of these journals. They were very, very fun to make. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys. A big special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in April. If you like my channel and would like to support it as well, there are a few ways you can do that. One is by becoming a patron, where you get access to all my extra videos, including my member videos and the journal making series each month. And depending on your tier, you also get access to every digital kit in my Etsy plus a new one each month. And there are various mail tiers as well, where I send you some goodies in the post. You can also support my channel by becoming a member of my channel by clicking the join button, and all of the information and links are down below in the description box if you are interested in supporting Willowbound Journals.